Guys, welcome to a new video on the channel. My name is Montel Gordon, and in today's video we're actually going to be breaking down whether or not it's possible to go about closing e-commerce clients for $1,000 to $2,000+ per month on Upwork. So guys, it's going to be very exciting. Before I even jump into this, please make sure you drop a like, comment and subscribe because it really does help me out. If you're new around here as well, make sure you turn on the little notification bell so you get notified every time I drop a fire upload. That being said, guys, is it really possible to go about closing e-commerce clients for $1,000 plus $2,000, $3,000 plus on the platform? The short answer is yes and no. The reason being is because it depends on how you basically hold yourself on the platform. It's the way how you present yourself on the platform. It's the way how you kind of uphold yourself, if you will. Now, what I mean by that, guys, is I've been able to do it. My students have been able to do it. I personally have closed an e-commerce client on there for $2,000 per month, just for social media management alone. And I kid you not, all we were doing were posting once a day on their Twitter, on their Instagram, and on their LinkedIn, those three platforms. And I kid you not, it was the exact same post with the exact same caption and hashtags going on all three platforms once a day. I kid you not, guys. It was like easiest thing we pretty much ever had to do, and it was $2,000 per month for that. Not only that, guys, but I was able to outsource this for $150 for the entire month. I'm not even joking, guys. The profit margins were absolutely insane. This is why I say to you guys, like, cool, Facebook ads is cool and all, but like social media management, in my opinion, is even cooler. Now, the reason being, it kind of is cooler. It just depends. They both have their caveats and whatnot. But for me, it's really cool when you can have a client pay you $2,000 and your literal cost is $150 for the entire month, and you're pocketing the rest, which is absolutely insane, guys. So yes, you can go on the platform. For example, I have a student that closed a $3,000 per month client the very first 2 weeks, I believe it was, first 2 or 3 weeks getting into the actual program, my 4-week program, my live program. And guys, if you're kind of interested about that, just literally book in a completely free call with me below. I'll leave the link there. So guys, let's talk about how you actually do this, because I know there's a lot of misconceptions about Upwork. Now, even when I was first getting started with Upwork, I used to believe it was a place where you go to get like really low ticket, really low like doo-doo clients, if you will. I literally used to call them doo-doo clients. I used to think that like, oh, all these gurus have taught us to like, do this cold emailing stuff, and that's how you get those 5K per month clients, 10K per month clients, stuff like that. I literally have had a student, don't call me on this because I don't know if he was telling the truth, close like a 10,000 per month deal on Upwork. He was kind of like working with another agency though, so it doesn't really kind of count in my opinion, because it was like he was underneath an agency, but he was like doing the sales for them, and he ended up making like 10K or something like that. So guys, yes, there are huge clients on there. There are clients on there that have paid and spent over like $1 million, 5 million plus. I think the highest I've ever seen was a company, like an enterprise on Upwork, that spent like 10 million or something like that just on Upwork alone. So there's huge opportunities on Upwork. Not only that, but the jobs on there are just like, there's so many jobs on there. Like literally by the time you watch this video to the actual end, there probably would have been like 2 to 3 pages of jobs actually being uploaded to their platform that's about social media and your services. So guys, how do you go about doing this? Because I know that a lot of you, like I said, have misconceptions about this. Because again, like I said, I used to genuinely believe, no joke, the Upwork was a place where you go to get quote unquote doo-doo clients. Now, the reason why I used to think that is because like I've just heard like all these negative connotations with Upwork. Like most of the clients are on there that are just trying to get like their Facebook ads done, their Google ads done, their social media managed, their blog written, and their website built, all for like $200 a month. Guys, there are clients on there that are like that. But my question is to you, why are you going after those jobs? Why are you literally applying to those jobs? There's literal filters on Upwork that you can actually use to filter out and weave out all the bad jobs from the good jobs. And when I say bad jobs, I'm obviously talking about low ticket like clients and stuff like that on there. Me personally, I don't actually mind closing clients at $500 per month, $600 per month, $700 per month, for example, because I know my outsourcing cost is very cheap, because all I'm offering on Upwork at the moment is just social media management. Now, the reason why I'm doing this, guys, and the reason why I'm kind of telling you this, and I want you guys to understand the power of Upwork, is because I don't want to sell it on you. And I genuinely mean that. The reason why I'm actually saying this is because I genuinely had a sheet. If I was to flip the camera around, it used to be on the wall right there. I can literally see, I've got some new sheets up there right now, but I literally used to have a sheet on my wall that was like all my like daily goals or my daily IPAs. If you don't know what IPA is, an IPA stands for an income producing activity. That's basically an activity that produces you income straight away, which is, for example, if you cold call a business, you can literally have a meeting that same day with that business. Probably not gonna happen. Then you can actually close them for $2,000 per month. yourself. For example, if I reach out via Upwork, I can literally send a proposal. I can then get a response from that person and actually get on a call with somebody and then close them. It's happened many times before, and literally on Upwork, they're just extremely warm. I'll get to that in a second. Now, the reason why I'm telling you all this, guys, again, is not to sell you on the power of Upwork. Upwork, we all know, is very powerful. The reason why I'm saying this, guys, is because I want you guys to understand that, like, I genuinely have been in the trenches trying cold emails. I remember back in this is not now. I'm really starting to get very good with cold emails, setting 2 to 4 meetings a week. Watch my video for proof if you do not believe me. Literally set 2 meetings this week as well via cold email. So it's really consistent. And by the way, I've kind of been off for my birthday and I've got a little bit of cold. I've barely been doing any outreach and I'm still setting 2 to 4 meetings a week using cold emails. That being said though, guys, before this, I know what it's like when you first get into SMMA and you're doing cold calls, you're doing cold emails, you're doing LinkedIn, you're doing Instagram DMs. And what I was saying before, guys, is I literally used to have a sheet on the wall that used to track my IPAs, and what I was trying to achieve daily was just ridiculous. I was literally trying to achieve 20 Facebook messages a day, 20 Instagram messages a day, 20 emails a day, and 5 cold calls a day or something like that. It was something ridiculous like that, and I'm telling you guys, it really just drained me. I wanted to quit. I hated every single moment of it, and it could have all been kind of avoided if I just listened to other people talking about the Upwork stuff. So I'm inviting you, please just listen. Don't buy my course, whatever. Don't buy my training or whatever. Just try use Upwork. Literally, guys, that's how you know I'm being genuinely real with you guys here. Look, if you go and use Upwork, I kid you not, you are going to get clients. The reason being is because they are at the end of the cycle. And like I said, guys, I was doing all this outreach, and I literally sent thousands of emails, did a whole bunch of cold outreach. I didn't get anything. I was really struggling to get meetings. I got a few little clients here and there, but I'm telling you, nothing was consistent. And when you don't have a consistent way to set meetings, you don't have a consistent way to get clients, which is where Upwork comes in. Now, the reason why I love Upwork, guys, and if you're not familiar with Upwork, it's basically just a freelance website where you can actually go and apply to jobs, but you can actually apply to social media management jobs and Facebook ads jobs, for example. Now, the reason why I love this place is because the people or slash the clients there are already warm to the idea of actually paying you money. So think about it logically, guys. If you're going to go and build a agency the traditional way, which is cool, I do believe the agency is still the best business model. I've tried a whole bunch of stuff, guys, and I still find that the SMMA stuff is still the best because the profit margins are just absolutely ridiculous and just beautiful. But guys, if you think about it, if you go and start at SMMA the traditional way, here's what you're gonna have to do. First and foremost, you're gonna pick a niche. This is the common kind of route that people go down when they start SMMA. Believe me, I did the same thing. You go like this. You pick a niche. Then what you do is you go and find leads. The finding lead stuff within itself is like a 9-to-5 job, and no guru other than me will actually tell you that. By the way, I'm not a guru, don't call me a guru, but no one else will tell you that like the lead sourcing stuff and finding leads and prospecting is a 9-to-5 job within itself. As in, you're gonna go to Google, you're gonna type in real estate agents in your city. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna find all these real estate agents, you're gonna go down the list, you're gonna open them up, and then what you're going to do is you're going to use your logic whether or not they can afford your services. So here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna be looking at their website. You're gonna be like, oh, do they have a pixel? Yes or no? If they don't, you're gonna be like, yes, that means they don't have a marketing team. Then you're gonna go on to the next criteria, such as how many employees do they have? Then you're gonna look through and see if they got employees. Then you're gonna see that they have maybe 4 or 5 employees, and you're gonna be like this, oh, they've got 5 employees. That means they could probably afford my services, so they're a good fit. Also, are they using social media? Let's take a look. You take a look at their social media, they look slightly active on it, but they could be doing a better job. So now you're thinking, yes, it's a perfect client to reach out to. Let me go and find a business owner's email. Then you go and use tools such as Snowvio, Hunter.io, and you go and find their email address and blah, blah, blah. We all get it, guys. This literally the traditional way. Then you send them out a cold email. First of all, you put them in a list, and then you send them out a cold email. You get completely aired. They don't listen to you. Even if you do get them on a cold, they're very cold. Now, the reason for this, guys, is because all that I just said are literal guessing games. As in, they're guesses, but they're educated guesses, but they're still guesses. For example, you look at their website and you see if they are digitally kind of savvy in terms of, do they have a good website? Does it look optimized? That's a good indication, but again, it's still a guess as into, you know, somebody could have built this for them, which they probably did, but it looks like they kind of take their digital marketing seriously, which means they're probably a good prospect. Then you looked at their employees and how many employees they had. You've seen that they had 5 employees, so now you're kind of guessing again that, hey, they may be a good business to actually reach out to because they look like they have the money. Because if they can afford 5 employees, they're probably going to be a good fit. So as you can see, these are all guessing games. Then you go and find the business owner's actual email and you reach out to them. And again, that's within itself, that's a guessing game, because what you're basically guessing there is two things. Number one is this person in the right buying window? And a lot of people kind of actually miss this point. Buying window is a huge factor when it comes into sales. For example, you could literally find a business that's a 10 out of 10. Everything's aligned. The stars are aligned. Literally the stars are aligned for you. The planets are freaking aligned for you. You reach out to them, but they could say now's not the right time for this because of the whole COVID thing. Whereas guys, look, those are all guessing games. Whereas with Upwork, there is no guessing games. And what I mean by that is when you log into Upwork, you're literally given a list of potential prospects or potential clients that are literally warm to the idea of hiring somebody and paying them real money for your services and the exact services you offer as well. So all you have to do is give them what they want. Now, when it comes to Upwork, here's how you go about getting the bigger ticket clients. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you brand yourself the correct way. And what I mean by this, guys, is genuinely go and take a look at like the top dogs on Upwork. Go through their profiles and see what they're doing right, and see what kind of catches your eye, and then brand yourself kind of similar to them. Do not brand yourself as like a freelancer. Brand yourself as like kind of like an individual, but you're an agency within the individual. It sounds kind of crazy, it's kind of saying it out loud, but what you want to do is you kind of want to brand yourself as you are the business, as in Montel Gordon is the business. He's not just a freelancer, he's a business. And you want to brand yourself with an actual like logo, even just have your name as a signature, kind of like a Gary V signature, and kind of have it like that. Also, what you want to do, guys, is make sure you have a kick-ass portfolio. If you don't have a kick-ass portfolio, go and hire a media buyer, go hire a social media manager, or go and create sample posts, create demonstration ads, that sort of stuff. Go authority hijack off one of your friends, or just do something to have a really good solid portfolio. Whatever you have to do, go and do it. Obviously don't lie and don't cheat. I don't really recommend that. But what you want to do, guys, is have a solid profile, and you want to make sure you have your free specialized profiles set up as well, because you can have free specialized profiles. That's going to allow you to tap into 33% more. I think it's actually a 3x more or something like that chance of you getting recommended by Upwork to clients when they actually start posting their jobs, so you can actually get inbound leads, guys. So that's kind of like step one with the profile. You want to make sure you have a killer profile down. Then step two, you want to make sure you have a killer cover letter down. So what you want to do to kind of do this, and I'm telling you right now, all the gurus you've probably been following on YouTube that do Upwork as well, I literally have their cover letters because they apply to all of my jobs. So what you want to do is you want to create a client account as well, and then post out what you call a fake job posting, which is like you're pretending, I wouldn't say you're pretending, but you're just going to act as if you're a business, and this is actual business research. So if you feel bad about this, don't, because this is actual business validation and what you call valid research. So what you want to do is create a client account, and what you're going to do is post out a fake job posting. Don't worry, you don't have to spend any money, you don't have to hire anybody, but literally say you're a business that you want to work with, and you're looking for somebody who offers the same service as you, so that people in your niche that you're going to be competing with then send you over their cover letter. Now you can take a look at their cover letter and pick out the parts that you like to craft your amazing solid cover letter. Then the third thing is to literally stay consistent. There is no magical script, even though you can really get a good idea from the other people's cover letters on what they're sending from other people, of course. So you want to take the top people who've obviously sent their cover letters in and actually take a look at those and then devise your own from those. But with that being said, guys, there's no use having this amazing profile, this amazing cover letter, if you're not going to be consistent with your outreach. So you want to make sure that you stay 100% consistent with your outreach. Here's what I recommend you do, and here's what you should promise yourself. For me, this is what actually happened to me. I was literally doing all the other outreach, such as like 20 emails a day, 20 Facebook a day, 20 Instagram, all this other crappy like outreach. I wouldn't say it's crappy. I just didn't know how to do it. I was crappy. That's what I should say. I was the crappy one, because all those other outreach methods do work depending on the niche. Of course, there's no point trying to cold dentists. It really is super hard to do. But anyway, that's for another video, I guess. But guys, look, having all this stuff is great, and all this portfolio stuff and like media decks and all these case studies and a great profile and a great cover letter. That's all great and all. But what you have to do is you have to put in the work, guys. You're not gonna send 10 proposals and get a job. You're not even probably gonna send 100 proposals and get a job. It literally took me 23 days of applying to jobs, and I did 10 a day. So I did 230, applications. I actually applied 230 times before I got my first client for $600 per month for 3 months, and then I upsold them a $500 per month, a $500 flat fee funnel. So I actually made $2,300 back from them. So to answer your question, guys, yes, you can close high ticket clients and e-commerce clients on there as well, because most of my high ticket clients are literally e-commerce clients. For example, 1K for social media management, 2K for social media management, 1.2K for social media management. I have multiple, and all these are in like the realm of e-commerce. They're online businesses now, because like obviously we're going through this whole COVID thing. So guys, yes, you can go on there and get e-commerce clients. It's kind of hard to do it in terms of actually reaching out to e-commerce businesses and niching down in that aspect, because you can't really go into Upwork and then niche down in that aspect. You're actually better off doing this, and this is what I kind of recommend to everybody. Start Upwork, just offer social media management. Hear me out for a second. Just start Upwork, offer social media management to any and all businesses, but just niche down on social media management. Then what you're going to do is scale your agency up to 5K per month profit. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that money and then start a more traditional agency where you can hire first line writers, lead sources, e-commerce like business prospectors, so they can actually go and look through your leads and actually prospect your leads. And then what you're going to do is be able to afford software, and then you're going to reach out to e-commerce businesses that you really want to work with outside of Upwork. And then you're going to have your like Upwork just for cash flow, and then you're going to, that cash flow then funds your like email systems, your cold email systems, and your other outreach systems that you're going to do outside of Upwork to get high ticket clients. That's what I recommend you should do. So Upwork honestly is not a be all end all. It's just literally a stepping stone where you basically use it for cash flow. You build up your cash flow to maybe 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K a month. And then what you do is you take that cash now that you're making from these clients that you got off of Upwork, and you're going to use that to actually fuel your cold outreach systems. And that right there, what I've just said, that last little segment is probably the most valuable. So definitely rewatch that back, because that literally is the key. A lot of these gurus won't tell you that like when you just go and start a social media marketing agency, yes, they have some students that send 10 emails and get a 10K per month client. That's freaking great, but it doesn't happen very often, which is why they really highlight that. But if I'm being honest with you guys, this is more of a long-term play in terms of like starting a social media marketing agency is not just like a business where you can just go and just scale straight to 10K like in a day. That's not what it's like. I want you guys to start thinking about it long-term. Start getting some cash flow in first, especially if you're dead broke, because a lot of the time, guys, a lot of people when they start SMMA, they come into this business like completely broke, which is never really, if I'm being honest with you, never really a good idea to do that, because like money is the oxygen of business. And obviously, yes, you can start SMMA for very, very cheap, and I made a lot of videos on this on my channel. But yeah, it's going to be very difficult for you to do in terms of like the actual enjoyment. You have to put in a lot of work. If you don't have money, you have to put in what you call sweat equity. Can be done. I did it. I literally had negative 132 pounds and 71 cents or something like that in my Barclays account, something like that. But yeah, I've been able to do it. So I guess you guys can do it. And what I recommend you do is just skip all the pain I went through. Go and offer social media management on like Upwork. Get to 5K, use that 5K now to actually start buying cool software such as Lemlist, ClickFunnels, these automation software, actually hiring people to actually do your cold email writing for you, lead sources, that sort of stuff, and have this automated system pulling in clients for you over outside of Upwork. That's what I recommend, guys. So yes, to answer your question, yes and no, you can get high ticket clients on there. Just depends on how you brand yourself, how you do your outreach, and how you conduct yourself on the platform. So guys, this video is getting very, very long now, so I'm going to cut this video short right here. That being said, hope you guys are doing well. If you're new to any of this and you need help with SMMA, please make sure you click the link below, because that's a free consultation call with me, yours truly, and we'll talk about your SMMA, diagnose your problems, your situation, and figure out how you can actually scale your business and get your first few clients and scale up past that ever since. So that being said, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys pretty soon. Peace.